Of course it's HexJuice saying shit like that. This rat is a tone writer. She's a tech tone sucker. HexJuice, literally who? That's why I blocked that HexJuice and never want to see a post from her. Subscribe. This was posted about me and Maddie Chu. And me and Maddie Chu both had actually relatively constructive videos about Wuthering Waves. My video was originally called One Thing Could Ruin Wuthering Waves. I ended up changing it like a couple hours later to lower your expectations for Wuthering Waves. And we changed the thumbnail as well, which is fair. This video is literally just talking about let Wuthering Waves be its own game. Enjoy it. Don't expect perfection. Expect for there to be issues. Don't compare it to Genshin. That was the entire video. Very constructive and very reasonable takes. And then Maddie's video was my 3 biggest concerns about Wuthering Waves, which in my opinion, I actually watched it, is a very interesting video given her experiences playing gacha games, given her experience playing PGR, about things that could go wrong for Wuthering Waves. We are both, for the record, really big fans and excited for Wuthering Waves. But this person obviously said, oh, people are just actually trying to milk for content that isn't real. Basically implying that we're doom posting, which I genuinely, in my heart and soul, do not believe in any way that was what either of our videos did in the content of the video, nor do I believe that the titles and thumbnails were really representing doom posting specifically. My video is saying that there's one thing that could be a problem, which is overhyping, which is made clear in the thumbnail. And granted, Maddie's does say doomed on it, but it is okay to have concerns for things you're excited for. Neither the titles and thumbnails nor the contents of either of these videos were Wuthering Waves doom posting. It's also doomed ? So I responded to this initially, and I said, besties, my video was about not expecting perfection from Wuwa on release and not comparing it to Genshin. It's about setting realistic expectations for the game so that we can enjoy it. It's cool for you to paint me out of context, though. And then I went ahead and posted both of the links to our videos because I think that they should be watched. If we're going to paint them out of context, it's very cool. They obviously have limited who can see the posts on their account. As of the time that I posted this repost of it, of my original post, they still have it up. They basically just made it so that you have to go through their replies to see it, given however they've changed their visibility settings. But they did keep it up. And it had sort of gone down the path of just being a shit-talking post about content creators, particularly me, let's be honest, and just being generally fucking unpleasant as fuck. So that was really cool because neither of those videos were in any way indicating that they were doom posting that Wuwa was never going to succeed. Like there was no doom posting. Like it was absolutely absurd. But this is something that I've really started to get quite a lot is people getting upset about the titles and thumbnails that I use. So let's look at them. I've got Wuthering Waves Can't Fail. I'll be real, I did change the title and thumbnail for it because it wasn't doing that well. Originally, I believe it was Wuthering Waves Will Destroy Genshin's on release, which was, again, I don't think is doom posting at all. I don't think it means fucking anything. But we went ahead and changed it because it's doing a little bit better. We've got these people are ruining Wuthering Waves. Your meta doesn't matter, which is literally just about meta cucks who can't accept that other people want to play games differently. Is Wuthering Waves competition for Zenless Zone Zero? It's a reaction video of somebody else asking the question. And the video is very much about the fact that it is and also is not really comparable. It's like ultimately competition because they're gacha games in some fashion. But ultimately, my video is saying that, yeah, no, they're not comparable because they're not similar game types. But they don't watch the videos. They just get mad at thumbnails and they don't want to have any actual, like, thoughts about it. What is the title that I could have put here that more accurately represented what the content was that people also would have clicked? It's absolutely insane. Because you know what? They're also posting about that video. Why are you scratching your head? Are you confused? What are you confused about? Oh, again, this is after I changed the title. Gotcha. I change titles all the time. It's a really common practice among content creators, okay? If one doesn't work, you try another one. I originally did have this as the title. I forgot about that. I changed it because it wasn't doing that well. But we're like, even then, who gives a fuck? You guys understand that it's clickbait, right? It's so that people click it, because what is it that I'm supposed to put? The video is related to the topic and is not necessarily the same as the fucking title. It's clickbait! No shit! I need people to click the videos so that they watch them. It's a good thing on everybody's side. But I even changed the title because I didn't think it was that good. It's clickbait! But of course, this just goes down the fucking rabbit hole. I said clickbait title goes hard, clearly. And it's just people just talking shit. HexJuice, literally who? Let them be their own game, challenge, fail. The video is literally about that. That's literally what the video said. Isn't that so fun? Isn't that so fun? Let them be their own game, challenge, fail. That's what the video is if you watched it. But you don't watch it. Of course, it's HexJuice saying shit like that. This person is a repeated fucking hate commenter on Twitter. Just a huge haterations motherfucker. She's corny. Sure. You have face tattoos. And you have a nose piercing as a grown man. You have a lot of balls to be calling motherfuckers corny. I don't even know what is this implying. Are we still on this shit that if you react to videos literally at all, that it's bad? Because my content when I'm reacting is very much transformative, objectively so. And additionally, usually doubles or more the time in which the actual video originally was. Everybody loves reaction content. It's a good fucking, like, actually reaction is stealing. Okay. I think you're joking about that. Gotta love Twitter brain, dead takes, ultra sensitive, not gonna lie. It's so dumb. She's a tectone sucker, not surprised. Never heard that one before, but I will say I'm one of the best at it. There's not a lot of people doing the tectone dick riding meta more efficiently than I am, just being honest. And the reality is, if you actually watched my content, you'd understand that very little of it is about Tectone or even mentions him. This rat, I'm a bat. I'm gonna take it that you spelled that wrong because you're probably not very intelligent. This rat is a tone writer, which is a fucking hilarious thing to call it. Unfortunately, so this is where the video roots from, but realistically, it's such a pathetic reach to walk the same path as dog tone. I've not heard that version. However, you didn't watch the fucking video. The video is literally me saying, I'm not that excited for ZZZ, but I don't think they're comparable, and I don't think they're really competition for each other because they're totally different games. That's why I blocked that HexJuice and never want to see a post from her. I didn't even follow her, but for some reason, she just came out. Her mindset is just pure dog shit. You can play both games. No game is perfect. Everything has a flaw. Jeez. Again, we agree that was what the video was. But interesting, it's crazy how they blocked me. You see how they blocked me, but I can read the post and like it? You know, when they blocked me. I've now ascended at this point to a level of infamy and dislike on Twitter in which people get to virtue signal about how much they dislike me by lying and saying they've blocked me when they have not. They haven't blocked me. They're literally virtue signaling about how much they hate me because I'm a tone writer. Just as a note, this is what it looks like when you're blocked on Twitter. It does not let you see what they've posted. But I do love that we're falsely virtue signaling about having blocked me to show what a good person you are when I can see your whole profile. That's awesome. I want to be censored. Next is TW asterisk HexJuice. People who still get mad about the concept of clickbait in the year of our Lord 2024. As long as the title and thumbnail actually communicate a topic that is being discussed in the video, it's appropriate clickbait. The only time when clickbait is bad or is wrong is if the title and thumbnail communicate something completely different than what is in the video. That's bad clickbait. But the job of clickbait is to get people interested and click, because otherwise they're not going to watch the videos. I am not going to apologize for being a Doom poster when 99% of my content is actually in no way Doom posting. The one thing I do think is fair is that I shit talk Genshin. And I do that. And I will do that forever. I don't feel bad about that. Valid, yes. Do I feel bad and take that as criticism? No. But the vast majority of my content on my channel has been positive toward Wuthering Waves. So, suck my nuts. Keep crying. There's so many people, like I was literally just searching, like on Twitter, of all the people fucking shit talking me. There are so many people. I also love how we put my thumbnail in the fucking post and don't say my name so that I can't search it easily. It's a very, very neat and very, very mature behavior. It's very cool. The thing about me is that I'm actually a very fair person on most topics. I think I've actually covered a lot of the Wuthering Waves stuff very fairly, except for in the direction specifically of Genshin Impact, because I fucking hate that game and I always will. However, I think in general, I've been very, 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 very fair in most of my coverage of Wuthering Waves. I admit clearly that I am glazing and wanting to hype the game, okay? But I've also posted videos about how we should have reasonable expectations and allow it to be imperfect. But people just want to be mad about literally anything. And I would give Zenless a chance if it's a good game. I plan to play it regardless because I want to see what it's like. Do I have high expectations? Absolutely not. But the thing is getting caught up on titles and thumbnails it's so easy to paint me as a bad person, right? It's so easy to paint any content creator in a worse light when you literally just go by the title and thumbnail. When the reality is the vast majority of these videos is me being very fair and very reasonable and very positive about Wuthering Waves. But like, I just can't stand this like current thing, like, oh, well, you're not supposed to be clickbaiting. Okay, how would you like me to title my videos then? So that nobody clicks on them? Is that the point? It's clickbait. I need you to click. Otherwise, you're not gonna watch the video. And the reality is also, I tend to change the titles and thumbnails a couple times every day because I wanna have the best possible one. The thing is, if you gave me a chance, the reality is I am a very fair person and most of my takes are very, very reasonable. But they literally just see a title and thumbnail that makes them feel a little bit anxious and activates their trauma. And then they don't want to watch it. And they just paint me as being a bad person because I'm in the tech-toned Eggyverse sphere or whatever. But the reality is I'm on their side. It is crazy how quickly people will switch up when I was talking about the contract stuff a couple weeks ago and everybody was calling me a Kuro-tard because I like Wuthering Waves and I don't think that that contract is ethical. And now I'm a doom poster and a shit starter because some of my titles and thumbnails are somewhat clickbaity, but they also get changed. I don't give a fuck that I'm starting drama. I just want it to do well. So if the title is not doing well, I change it to something less inflammatory. The one thing is, though, is that when I am inflammatory toward Genshin cucks, it always does better. So, like, if it helps me to be inflammatory to Hoyo and Genshin cucks, I will. I care more that the title and thumbnail gets it views because ultimately when you watch the video, it's a good video and it's pretty fucking fair. I think this means I'm on the right path. I think this means I'm doing well. And I'm very proud of myself. I would love to get to the infamy level of having TW asterisk HexJuice on Twitter. And I don't feel bad for you that you're feeling anxious and uncomfortable, that I'm willing to have confrontational titles on a video that is otherwise very, very, very fair. So suck my nuts. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm literally just gonna make the title and thumbnail whatever gets me the most views. It doesn't really matter to me because my videos are good. My titles and thumbnails, their only purpose is to get you to click. And I will be less inflammatory if it gets less clicks. And I will be more inflammatory if it gets more clicks. Because the thing is that if I shit talk Genshin in my title, not only do people who hate Genshin click it, but also people who love Genshin and want to hate watch about it. So it's very effective. But anyway, say goodbye to YouTube. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you're getting hurt and scared by my titles and thumbnails, I highly recommend you nut the fuck